I think y'all might have done it. I believe y'all probably did it. I think y'all have irritated, agitated, and alienated the most dangerous person in the whole 2022 NFL draft. I believe y'all done that. And to be honest, it's not going to bode well for the rest of the NFL. It's really not. It's not going to bode well for the rest of the NFL. Y'all going to find out very soon what y'all have done, the mistake that y'all made, because I believe y'all really have irritated and alienated the most dangerous person in the whole entire NFL draft. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we're gonna talk some football, Houston Texans football. I know y'all been waiting. Y'all been commenting on all the videos I've been dropping, all the lives. Y'all been DMing me on Instagram and stuff like that. When the Texan videos, when the Texan videos, when the Texan videos, when the Texan videos. I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. Hey, preseason right around the corner. Hey, training camp is starting already. Hey, the season's right around the corner as well. We about to get started, baby. We about to get started. It's about to be It's about to be Texan content for you. It's about to be here for you. We gonna talk about it because, like I said, I think the NFL, a lot of pundits have basically irritated Derek Stingley and made him mad, and it's not gonna bode well for the rest of the NFL. We gonna talk about. We gonna break it down. Hey, before we do that, like I've been telling y'all before, if you liking the content, make sure you liking the channel. Make sure you comment on the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you sharing the videos on all social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, any type of social media platform you use. Make sure you sharing on them same social media platforms. Also, follow me on social media as well. The links in the description below. Also, we giving away 30 days free Amazon Prime. So if you don't have Amazon Prime, the link is in the description below. Click that link, get your free 30 days. The Texans play 49ers on Amazon Prime. The game is going to be streamed on Amazon Prime. So if you don't have Amazon Prime, hit that link in the description. Get your free 30 days. Who don't like free stuff? I like free stuff. I know you like free stuff. Get your free 30 days. And help me out too. Get your free 30 days. Hit them links in the description. Follow me on social media as well. Also, like I say, like the channel, subscribe to the channel. Look at the channel growing and growing and growing and growing because we about to have a good season for Houston Texans this year. So let's talk about it because now we all know the Houston Texans drafted with the third pick in the 2022 NFL draft, cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. out of LSU, and a lot of people it was between Derek Stingley and Sauce that was considered the two best corners in the coming into the draft. And like I said, you already know I was a huge fan of Sauce. Not that I did not like Derek Stingley because I like Derek Stingley just fine. You seen my reaction when we drafted Derek Stingley. Just the type of corner the physicality, the type of corner that Sauce was. That's kind of why I lean towards when it comes to those type of corners. But when you look at the talent, it's undeniable what type of talent Derek Stingley has. Derek Stingley was clearly the most talented corner when you talk about physical gifts and all the things he can do, and you can make a case that he's the most talented player in the whole entire draft. Even though I had Kyle Hamilton rated as my number one player in the draft, you can make an argument, and I was not going to argue anybody who said that Derek Stingley was the most talented player in the whole entire draft. When we talk about physical gifts, that he's the most talented player in the whole entire draft. I'm not going to argue that. Wasn't going to argue it back in April. Wasn't going to argue it back in March. Damn sure wasn't going to argue it in May, and not going to argue it right now. And when you look at all the lists that have been coming out talking about Derek Stingley, and not really talking about Derek Stingley, but talking about the defense for the rookies. We're gonna break that down, but just the reports that have been coming out of training camp is that he's been impressing everybody. When you had, I think it was Jake Palmer, who came and watched the Texas training camp last week and said just in the first 6 minutes of practice, it was clear that Derek Stingley is the best corner, the best DB that the Texans have by a long shot. A guy who ain't played no games, y'all. This is his first training camp, y'all. Just remember, like at his pro day, after getting out of a boot, he ran I forgot, was it like a 4.3, a 4.340, like 6 weeks out of a boot, not even 6 weeks out of a boot, just a couple weeks out of a boot. Guy ain't played no football, y'all. Not really in football condition because he been getting ready for the draft, and he just come out of a walking boot. And he's clearly the best DB that the Texans have by a long shot. Now, that also could be an indictment. To be fair, that could be an indictment on the Texans DBs. I understand that, and I'm not going to argue that point either, or argue against that point either. But that's to show how far he is as a rookie. Shows you what type of talent this guy is. Remember, this is the same guy who, fresh out of high school, from taking off his cap and gown and his prom tux, put on the LSU jersey, stepped on the field at LSU in the SEC, and was the best player on the defense that won the national title. The best player on the defense all year that won a national title. The win up against the Alabamas and all the receivers that we see, a lot of receivers that we see in the NFL right now playing balling today, he had to go up against throughout the regular season. And if you ask certain people who watch the LSU team, they will say that Derek Stingley had the most talent, and he might have been the most talented person on the whole entire LSU team. That's an LSU team that had a Heisman Trophy winner, #1 overall pick in Joe Burrow. That's the LSU team that had a first-round pick, 2-time Pro Bowler in Justin Jefferson. That's the LSU team that had a first-round pick, a Rookie of the Year in Jamar Chase. That's an LSU team that had a first-round pick, a Super Bowl champion his rookie year, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. All those guys were on said team. Not to mention Christian Fulton, who might be the Titans' #1 cornerback going into the season, was on that team opposite of Derek Stingley. And he was the most talented, possibly. In some conversations, he's possibly the most talented player of the team. Also, he was clearly the best player on defense. Like I said, Christian Fulton, who might be the Titans' #1 corner, was his running mate was opposite. And this kid, 19 years old, just taking off his cap and gown from graduation, his prom tux from his senior prom, stepped on LSU and was balling like that. Why you don't think he's going to do the same thing in the NFL? And like I said, this is why I think people got it twisted and got it disrespect. I'm going to read some off to y'all. So these are the numbers, the predictions rather, for the defensive rookie of the years. A. Hutchinson is #1, would like more likely get rookie of the year. They have A. Hutchinson 1, Devin Lloyd 2, Kayvon Thibodeau 3. Really don't see that. Quan Walker 4, Kyle Hamilton 5, Jameer Johnson 6, Sauce Gardner 7, Nakobe Dean 8, Trevor Walker 9, who was the #1 pick, mind you, and Derek Stingley 10. So they got all these guys, those 9 guys, in front of Derek Stingley to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Now, if you say, okay, it's going to be kind of hard to win Defensive Rookie of the Year because of he's a corner, he's a DB, you got edge rushers possibly getting sacks and tackles. If that was the argument that you want to make, you got Sauce 3 ticks above him. You got Kyle Hamilton 5 ticks above him. Now, again, I know you put home. Wait, Spence. I thought Sauce was your #1 corner. I thought Kyle Hamilton was your #1 player. That is true. Going to the draft, that is true. But I'm not about to put Derek Stingley that far off from them. They all should be around the same thing. Like I'm thinking 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Not 5, 7, and then Derek Stingley at 10. That's disrespectful. But that's not even the worst of it, because when you look at the predictions for the all defensive rookie team for the DBs, you have Sauce Gardner as a corner, Kyle Elam as a corner, Jaquan Briscoe as a safety. I really like Jaquan Briscoe, especially in that Bears defense, and Jalen Petrie as the other safety. Which there's a lot of good reports coming about Jalen Petrie as well. So you actually have a Texan on there, but not the Texan that was taken 3rd overall. Again, I like Sauce, and I really like Kyrie Elam. I would love for the Texans to take Kyrie Elam if he would fail to us in the 2nd round. I don't see, unless Derek Stingley wasn't playing, how both Sauce and Kyrie Elam both get there before Derek. I really don't. I really don't. Because, especially because the type of corner I think Derek Stingley is, I think he's a flashy corner. I think he's a guy who can make plays on the ball. He's going to be a guy who's going to get you a lot of interceptions. He's going to make a lot of splashy plays. So he's going to do what it takes to get notarized, to be all defensive rookie team, to be in the candidate to be defensive rookie of the year. And that's why I think that he's going to be the man on a mission to win defensive rookie of the year. I think he's going to be a man on a mission to win defensive rookie of the year. I believe that he's going to be one of those guys that's a dark horse. Well, he shouldn't be a dark horse to win defensive rookie of the year. And I think lists like this, stuff like this, not to mention all the other stuff that came out before the draft as well, I think those type of things are going to light something under him. And when you see what he did his freshman year at LSU, when you see what he's already doing in practice, the flashes they show him with his footwork and his hips, and the way that he's the recovery speed. Shout out to that boy Swisher, because he was at the Texans training camp the other day, and I forgot what receiver it was. I think he said it was Conley. I think he said it was Conley, but he said Conley had some steps on Derek Stingley. Then Conley had some steps on Derek Stingley. He had like 4 or 5 steps, and basically Derek Stingley turned Super Saiyan and hawked them down and made a play on the ball. And they didn't get in session, but he batted the ball down, made a play on the ball, got the ball batted. That closing speed. That's something you can't teach. And when you go back and you watch the draft process and you hear what Nick Casario said when he was talking to Cal and said that no play on this draft board that everybody in this room agrees upon the way we do about Derek Stingley. He said about this kid right here. Everybody agrees. Everybody feels the same way about this kid. It's because of the natural, raw talent. Again, like I said, I like the way the Sauce plays. He's a physical corner. He keeps his hands on the receiver hit. He be in the receiver hip pocket the whole way. He keep being receiver hip pocket the whole entire way. I like that. Don't get me wrong. I like that. That's one of the things. That physicality is one thing I like. Like I said, and I think that he will get caught. His hands caught in the cookie jar a couple times. I believe he will. I believe he will get his hands caught in the cookie jar, get some pass interferences here and there because he's very handsy. And I have no problem with that because the way he plays, as long as it's not a hindrance, as long as it's not in key moments, as long as it's not happening in year 3 and year 4 and year 5 and so on and so forth, then you'll be coming with a problem. Derek Stingley is not going to have to do that. Not to say Derek Stingley will never get pass interference. He's a corner. He's always going to, you're going to get pass interference. A lineman going to hold. Running back going to fumble. A receiver going to drop a catch. Quarterback going to throw an interception. Those things are going to happen. Like, yes, he is going to get beat on coverage, and he's going to have a pass interference. That's life in the NFL. That's life at that position. I'm not arguing that. That's not what I'm about to come up and say. So if you come in thinking I'm saying, oh, he's going to be the perfect player, I'm not saying that at all because there's no such thing. But what I am saying is those things are going to be few and far in between because of the physical talents that he has, the gifts that he has. He's the most gifted. He's one of the most gifted prospects that I've seen in a long time. I'm not going to say ever, but he's one of the most gifted prospects at the cornerback position I've seen in a long time. And I feel like because of that, he's possibly the most dangerous player in the whole entire draft because of what he can do. Because of all the speed he has, the knowledge he has, him being at DBU. And I know people saying, oh, he's a modest kid, he humble and all that. Man, bump all that. I'm going to tell you this right now. Hey, bump all that. Hey, Derek Stingley, listen to me. Forget all that modest kid shit. No, forget all that being, You need to walk on that field every single day and be like, I'm the best damn corner in the league, period. Can't no receiver beat me. Ain't no I'm talking about there's no defense for a perfect pass. Bull. Ain't no such thing as a perfect pass when it's coming my way. If it's coming anywhere in my vicinity, ain't no such thing as a perfect pass because it's either hitting the ground or it's an interception. Ain't no catches. What catches? Huh? Ain't no catches. Nah. It's not flying. It's not flying at all. It's a no-fly zone when it comes 24's way. And to see him being coached up by J-Joe as well, Love the fact that J.Jo's back in the fold when it comes to the franchise, especially when it comes to the defensive backs. I don't believe that J.J. is the best corner in Texan history from his longevity. But like from a physical standpoint, I think Aaron Glenn is a little bit better. I think in Dante Robinson's short stint would have been better if he would have been able to prolong his career. You know, the injury happened to him and things like that. J.J. stayed with the Texans long, and he has the longevity. So of course, because of that, and like I said, I'm not saying J.J. is a great player. It was a great Texan. I believe he's going to be in the Texans Ring of Honor. He's deservingly so. To be in the Texans Ring of Honor as well. But I'm not going to sit here and say that I feel like he was the best corner the franchise ever had. But I like the fact his knowledge. That's one of the reasons why I was kind of upset when he got signed by the Titans. I'm like, man, him over there being with Vrabel, I can see him getting into coaching and coaching that defense and coaching that secondary over there in Tennessee when he went to the Titans, I think, like in 2020. So I'm glad that he's around. Him and Dre are both around with the Texans. And he's giving this young kid pointers. He's giving Jalen Petrie pointers. We're going to probably get some more DBs. Now, probably we're going to definitely have to get some more DBs in the future. Hopefully give them pointers. So if he doesn't go into coaching, he's just out there being a coach by example, a coach by giving advice. If he doesn't want to be a full-fledged, he might not even want to be a coach. He might not even want to be in the coach. I hope he does. I hope he wants to be in the coach, and I hope he helps the Texans and be Texas franchise and be a DB coach for the Texans. Hopefully, Lovie Smith brings him in and things like that, and he could be a good defensive back coach for the Texas franchise to help grow people with this franchise. So he spent the majority of his career with in Houston, got all the different contracts he got in Houston. Well, I think he got like 3 contracts, if I'm not mistaken. And that's going off on a tangent. But I believe him passing on knowledge with the talent that Derek Stingley has, and I think the drive and the motivation that y'all are putting on Derek Stingley by putting him 10th on the defensive player of the year, defensive rookie of the year list. He's the 3rd overall pick. National champion, best play on defense on the national championship. All the talent he has, and he's 10th. He couldn't even be top 5. He was 10th. And then when it comes to the all defensive rookie team, you have 2 corners above him. He's the first cornerback taken in the draft. Y'all have 2 corners drafted. You have 2 corners that y'all put on the all defensive rookie team above him, knowing good and damn well that he's going to be the number 1 corner on the Texans. He's going. It's not a situation where he got drafted. It's not like Kevin Johnson was never in this situation because from a talent standpoint. But like Kevin Johnson was a 1st round pick. He had J.J. and he had Cream in front of him. He was going to be playing in spots. He wasn't going to be a full-fledged starter. You know good and well that he's going to be the full-fledged starter. Now if you simply say, oh well, he's going to get thrust and he's going to be taking on the number 1 receiver, so it's going to be hard for him. I guess I could kind of listen to that argument, but at the same time, if he boss up and D up, he's going to blow that out the water and prove that he's defensive rookie of the year. And that's what I think he's going to. I think that motivation is heavy, and I think that he's going to impress a lot of people this season. He's going to impress a lot of people this season. Shout out to that boy Wise and that boy Wink, because they've been telling me about Derek Stingley for a long time. And especially Wise. Wise been talking about Derek Stingley for the longest. But yeah, I know they are rooting hard for Derek Stingley to ball out. Not because he's just a Texan, not because they're just Texan fans and he's a Texan. Just they were going to be rooting for him to ball out, period. And when I watched the tape, like I said, I had Sauce as my number 1 corner. But when you watch the tape on Derek Stingley, from a defensive back standpoint, you cannot help to be excited and be like, that dude is that dude. He, him. With what the kids say, he, him. Like that dude is him. And I think that he's going to be a very top candidate for defensive rookie of the year. Y'all keep playing with that man. Y'all keep playing with him. Y'all keep making him mad. Ain't going to do nothing but make the rest of the NFL, will make the Texans defense more dangerous, and make the rest of the NFL wish they would put some respect on that man's name. Like, subscribe if you haven't, comment below if you haven't, click that bell, get more videos. I holla.